Hi there, it's Tiffany here, and I am back with another reading excerpt. This time it is from a book from several years ago. So I have been sharing some excerpts of novels that I've read the last couple of years, and today I thought I would go back a little further in time. So today's selection is from the Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. And I'm sure a lot of you all are familiar with it, but this is actually a novel that my daughter read in her junior of high school honors English class, and she loved it so much that she gave it to me to read, and I kept it. So part of what I love about it is this is her actual copy of the book, and it has where she highlighted and annotated while she read the novel. So I have her handwriting and her thoughts and some of the notes that she took in class and when she had some discussion groups with her classmates, and that makes it really special. She probably has no idea that I still have this or anything, but it's one of those things that I'm really glad that I held on to. You know, now she has her own family, of course, and is a grown up, and so it's a nice little connection to have this piece of her kind of literary past and her literary growth, right? I also think that when someone that you love suggests a book to you to read and it really speaks to you, that it makes you feel really close to them, right? I think that someone caring enough to suggest a book for your time and energy and effort for reading, and then you like really responding to it and feeling like that person really knows you and gets you, that feels really powerful to me. So that's one of the reasons that I love this book so much. But beyond that, beyond the fact that my daughter, read it and loved it when she was a teenager, it is a really important book about a place or a part of the world that I didn't have a lot of knowledge about, and it really it was an educational experience for me to just read about some of the cultural aspects that show up in this book. Now, I will tell you that there are trigger warnings associated with this novel. The first, of course, is that it is about a part of the world that has been plagued by war. And so war descriptions are part of the book by virtue of the time and place that it occurs. Yeah. And then also there is a pretty significant sexual assault that occurs in the novel that is, it's not overtly graphic, but it is difficult to read about and think about, and it matters for the progression of the plot and the characters. So it's not that it's gratuitous or anything like that. It's not for shock value. It really is an integral part of the story. So I would just say, as you're getting ready to read this novel, just know those two things so that you are, kind of emotionally prepared for them as part of the reading. Okay, so the excerpt for today is from page 50, and I'm kind of juggling my my setup for videoing today a little bit differently because of the lighting and stuff. So we'll see how it works out. Please be patient on that. All right, so it's from page 50 of the Kite Runner. Here we go. I never slept the night before the tournament. I'd roll from side to side, make shadow animals on the wall, even sit on the balcony in the dark, a blanket wrapped around me. I felt like a soldier trying to sleep in the trenches the night before a major battle, And that wasn't so far off. In Kabul, fighting kites was a little like going to war. As with any war, you had to ready yourself for battle. For a while, Hassan and I used to build our own kites. We saved our weekly allowances in the fall, dropped the money in a little porcelain horse Baba had brought for me one time from Herat. When the winds of winter began to blow and snow fell in chunks, we undid the snap under the horse's belly. We went to the bazaar and bought bamboo, glue, string, and paper. We spent hours every day shaving bamboo for the center and cross spars, cutting the tissue paper which made for easy dipping and recovery. And then, of course, we had to make our own string, or tor. If the kite was the gun, then tor, the glass-coated cutting line, was the bullet in the chamber. We'd go out in the yard and feed up to 500 feet of string through a mixture of ground glass and glue. We'd then hang the line between the trees, leave it to dry. The next day, we'd wind the battle-ready line around a wooden spool. By the time the snow melted and the rains of spring swept in, every boy in Kabul bore telltale horizontal gashes on his fingers from a whole winter of fighting kites. I remember how my classmates and I used to huddle, compare our battle scars on the first day of school. The cuts stung and didn't heal for a couple of weeks, but I didn't mind. They were reminders of a beloved season that had once again passed too quickly. Then the class captain would blow his whistle, and we'd march in a single file to our classrooms, longing for winter already, greeted instead by the specter of yet another long school year. So, if you're interested in learning about the kite fighting in Kabul in Afghanistan, there are actually videos that you can look up on YouTube about it. When I first read the novel, I was fascinated. I had never heard of anything like that, and I remember watching some of those videos. So I'd say that might be something cool that you could do. And if you are interested in reading this book, it is a really good one. It's going to touch you probably in ways that you didn't expect, and teach you some things too that you didn't know that you didn't know, right? So I hope you're having a great day. I'm not sure if you can hear my little dogs chewing on their bones or not, but of course they decided to really buckle down and do some major chewing while I was recording this video. Hopefully that's not too obnoxious, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed listening to this little excerpt and that you'll come back and listen to another one sometime soon. Okay, have a great day.